G'day Chameleonites. Today we're going to add our first learner interaction into our module. Here we are on the splash page of the module that we've been working on recently. You can see that I've already built the framework for our module by adding the various topics or chapters that I want to cover. You can add to these by clicking this plus icon and then renaming your topic. You can also drag these topics around. And you can delete any that you don't want. Within each of these topics, you can add as many interactions as you like. We add our first interaction by clicking into this new page or by clicking this plus sign. This will display our select interaction page. For this first interaction, I want to involve the learner straight away by asking them a question. So let's select a multi-choice interaction and click Next. As we saw when building our splash page, we get to select colours and layout for our interaction next. We'll leave the colours as default. We'll also leave the default 2-column layout and click Next. Now we've come to our multi-choice setup page. First, we get to name the page. Next, we select how many choices of answer we want the learner to choose from. Let's give them 4 possible answers to select from. Here, we set how many attempts the learner gets to get the question right. We'll leave that at 1 for now. Again, we have the chance to fine-tune our colours on this page if we want. We can change the colour of the text and the bounding boxes that contain our 4 possible answers, and the colour of the check boxes next to each. Up here, we can set which of the 4 answers are correct. We can choose a single answer, or we can select multiple correct answers. But for now, we'll just leave A as our correct answer. We can also choose whether to lock down the question here. If we choose yes, then the learner must have a go at answering the question before they can move further through the module. If we choose not to lock the question down, then the learner can skip the question and continue through the module. Let's make our learners have a go at answering the question by clicking yes. Finally, we can select to score this question, meaning that the answer or correct score will be collated in the assessment for this module. We aren't going to be assessing this module, so we'll leave this as no. Before we finalise our build for this page, I want to point out that the settings you've made aren't set in stone. You do get a chance, once we've built our page, to go back and change all of these settings. Later you may want to add another possible response, making our total answers 5. Or you may wish to change the question from a select the correct answer to a select all of the correct answers sort of question. Click Next. And here we have our first multi-choice question all ready to be populated. We'll click into here and give the page a title and our question. Now let's type our 4 potential responses for the learner to select from. We've already selected number 1 as our correct answer. Now we need to populate our feedback pages. Clicking here will take us back to the multi-choice section styling. Here we have our correct and incorrect feedback buttons. By clicking Show Correct, we access our correct feedback page that will display if the learner gets the question correct. On this page, we can add an image above. This may be a tick icon or a "You got it" image. Let's add an image. Clicking the image takes us over to our image styling section. And if we click Insert Image, this takes us out to our image library. As you can see, I've already populated all of the images that we need for this module. Let's use this one. And now below we can type in our feedback. Now, let's complete our incorrect feedback page. Click outside the page and then click Show Incorrect. This brings us to our incorrect feedback page. We'll add an image and some incorrect feedback. Click outside the image to save the feedback page. To finish off our interaction, let's change the image next to our question. Click the default image to open our image styling section and then click on Insert Image. This takes us to our image library again. Here we are. Click Insert Image. And there we have it. We've drafted our multi-choice interaction. Next time we'll look at the styling section and adjust our interaction. Thanks for watching.